Hello, my little yarnivores and spiderettes, Fiber Spider, with the results of my 2020 Ice Yarn Challenge from Creative Grandma. And this is what I came up with. Now, originally it was an ice yarn challenge, and then she modified it so that it was an any kind of yarn challenge, but to make a piece and this is what I did. And it was supposed to be a scarf, but I'm like, but I want to do something a bit more, you know. So I made a wrap instead, a really wide scarf, if you will. This is really, as you can see, pretty darn wide. And this actually I knitted with Pound of Love, and I did not even use a full pound of the Pound of Love. It is one of my favorite yarns to use. I absolutely love it. And this is actually, believe it or not, there's no pattern. Yes, I decided to create a knitted lace garment with no pattern. Yes. And let's do a full turn, shall we? Yeah, I didn't use any pattern. This technique of knitting lace, it's very much an organic sort of process. Now, I don't have a tutorial on how to knit like this just yet, but I definitely plan on doing so. And there's a logic to knitting in this sort of organic fashion. Um, and I am very, very excited because I can't wait to show you guys. Now, what I was thinking of doing, okay, I need some feedback from you guys. What I was thinking of doing is showing the basics as far as like, okay, here's how you do your increases, here's how you do your decreases, the different kinds of decreases, and then doing what I would like to call a lace along, okay? Sort of a knit along, a lace along, and show you how you can create something like this just off the cuff, and every row you make decisions where you want to go next. It's like a choose your own adventure story. It's a lot of fun, and this, I didn't make any mistakes because there are no mistakes to make, and there was no planning involved. It was just like, okay, next row, where am I going to go from here as far as where I'm going to place these eyelets? And I had so much fun. And this is actually the first, believe it or not, this is the first knitted lace piece that I completed. First one, let alone in an organic, free-form, random style or even a pattern. No, this is like the first one where I actually did it to completion, because so often I would start a knitted lace piece and I would get frustrated and I would drop a stitch and it would just, but with this process, it's so much easier. It's painless, believe it or not. And well, do I lie to you? No. So trust me. As I always say, trust me. So I am very much interested in doing a tutorial on this technique, but I need your feedback as to what you guys would be interested in. So with that being said, that is what I have to show for my 2020 Ice Yarn Challenge that Creative Grandma tagged me in. Now I know it's not ice yarn, but she did make that amendment. And I know it's not exactly a scarf. You could wear it as a scarf as opposed to a wrap. And even though it is very, very lacy, yes, you can wear it as a scarf. Personally, I like doing one of two things, either doing the wraparound, or I always like to do the sort of fold it in half and then stick the ends through. And this actually, if you want specifications, this, what I did was I cast on 50 stitches with the Pound of Love, okay? And I used size 15 knitting needles. Yeah, I did. And because I wanted it to be really lacy, drapey, loosey-goosey, I really wanted to accentuate the lace aspect of it, and I'm in love with it. I am pleased as punch with the results of this. Considering I didn't have a pattern, considering it was my first time really trying the technique, I'm in love. And I hope you guys like it too. So also, I got a Knit Crate box for January, and so I'm going to show you that now too. Okay. All right, nice and comfy on the floor here. So yes, I got my Knit Crate box recently and couldn't wait to show you. I haven't opened it up yet, so I have no idea what's inside. I always love surprises, don't you? And so let's see what we got. Now, I love that. I'm ready for my close-up. Well, you're gonna get one. Ooh. What do we got here? Okay, it looks like I've got two different colorways, actually. This is interesting. So this is the one that I saw first, and I went, ooh. So we got some greens and some oranges and some brown in there. And so this is Knitology. Brooklyn Boy Knits. I've heard of him. I haven't really seen... I really haven't seen him, you know, per se. So this is called Knitology Worsted Colorway Concrete Jungle. I love the name. So it's 100% superwash merino wool. I love merino. So it's a worsted weight, 225 yards, 100 grams. Suggested needle size, size 8 through 10. And all Knitology yarns are made exclusively for Knit Crate, apparently. This is really pretty. You know, it's very autumnal, and if you guys have been watching me for any length of time, you know I love autumn colors. So this is really pretty. Now this one is also a Brooklyn Boy Knits Knitology yarn, and this one is called Bushwick. I love the names, I really do. So this one, you know what, it's very subtle, but you can see that there is some change with the colorway. And you could totally use these both together, Bushwick and Concrete Jungle, within the same project. Very cool. I like a lot. So now, what else do we have in the box? This is adorable. This is absolutely adorable. Look, I have a little hat. That's so cute. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but it is adorable. That is so cute. I guess if you've got a cold finger, I don't know. That is so adorable. I love it. Okay. Now, last but not least, of course, we have the catalog. Now, I was told, yes, Theme Peek. I was told the last time I did one of these videos that on the back, it shows you sort of a peek as to what you might be getting, or the inspiration of what you might be getting for next month. So this is the sneak peek, theme peek for next month. But as far as the patterns for this month, well, it looks like the yarn that we got is what she's wearing. So let's take a look here. Yep, there's Brooklyn Boy Knits. There he is. And okay, so let's see, Concrete Jungle and Bushwick. It's all natural. So yes, our membership yarn colorways this month were designed by Louis Boria, Brooklyn Boy Knits. Louis wanted to feature one of his favorite weights and bases, Knitology Merino Worsted. And apparently they would be $24 each. So you get 2 skeins in your crate, each forming 1/2 of a color-coordinated pair of semi-solid and variegated. Okay. Now we have some patterns. There's the upside-down cowl. That's what she's wearing on the front. And that is a knit pattern. And so let's see. Uh-oh, it's cables. No! So that is what it looks like. I am not Personally, I am not a fan of cables. I will be the first to admit it. But you never know. There's also the inbound cowl using some other yarn, I suppose. And some really cute socks. And those are called Gemology. Looks sort of like chevron-like. That's cute. And what else we got? Blue quartz socks. These look really textured. My goodness. Oof. And that would be it. Okay, so what to do, huh? What to do? I don't think I'm going to do that specific cowl, but it's always good to have patterns on hand, right? Right. And it's always good to have yarn on hand, right? Right. So that is what I got this month. And hopefully soon I will be getting my braid of the month from Crafty Housewives. That would be really cool. I've been working with the braid that I got from last month, or this month, I mean, depending upon how you look at it. It was that pink and blue braid. I've been working on that, been a lot of fun, but I'm not done yet. I'm not even halfway done yet because doing a drop spindle does take a long time. But we carry on. And I've also been working with one of those braids that I got, the Malabrigo Merino Noob, called Diana. I've been working on that as well. Never a moment's rest, you know how it is. But as far as the wrap scarf that I made, I'm really pleased. I'm really, really happy about that. It came out, I think it came out better than I was expecting because, like I said, there's no pattern involved. So I'm pleased. I am. But I am very much interested in your feedback as far as a tutorial for that, because it's more of a technique because there isn't an actual pattern involved. But I found it was very liberating. It's very freeing because you can really go in whatever direction you want, literally, and you don't even have to be confined to a specific shape. You can go completely out of the box and completely organic, and it could look like you're wearing an amoeba if you are so inclined. If you're into biology, microbiology, I don't judge. So listen, please give me your feedback. Very much interested. Now, I know abundantly well that I get a lot of comments saying, I'm not a knitter, I could never, etc., etc. Well, that's okay. That is okay. And I know that the majority of the people on this channel are really here for the crocheting. That's fine. For those of you that do knit or who are looking to knit or what have you, I mean, I do have a playlist of knitting tutorials, starting with very, very, very basics to more advanced stuff. Now, as far as the project that I showed you, it's actually very simple. Once you know the basic techniques, it's very, very simple. Trust me. It's actually a lot easier than following a specific lace knitting pattern. A lot easier. Because you don't have to keep referring back to a pattern. The pattern is, it goes as you go. So you don't have to worry about that. It's just the mechanics of the stitches and how they interact with each other. That's really what it boils down to. So if you can do those basic sort of mechanics, you can do it. And I have every bit of confidence that if I can do it, you guys can do it. And I would like to think that I've never steered you guys wrong before, so that is something that I'm very much interested in showing you guys how to do. So, enough of my rambling, but, I wanted to, show that because Creative Grandma tagged me in her post, so I'm like, okay, there you go. I wanted to get it done in time, for the 2020 Ice Yarn Challenge, even though I used Pound of Love by Lion Brand, because I've been using that yarn for like 20 years, and I really, really like it. Um, and it's not a scarf, it's more of a wide scarf or a wrap, but I digress. Anyway, listen, guys, I hope you have an awesome day. If it's cold where you are, stay warm. And it's freezing here. Um, and so until next time, I want all of you to, you know what, stay inspired, stay caffeinated, and above all, stay stitching. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.